Are you anywhere between bronze and champ? Are you struggling to rank up against all these cars in Fortnite? Well, look no further. Today I will be showing you guys how to hit Unreal within 1 to 2 weeks. This video will be in 3 sections, the first being drop spots, the second being rotations, and the third being gameplay. The problem with other videos on YouTube is that it's mainly made by people who aren't even good at the game and don't know what they are talking about. I've hit Unreal almost every season I've played, and I know the exact reasons on why players who are good enough for it can't get it. Okay, let's get started with the video. The first step to hitting Unreal is getting your builds and edits to a good level. I made a video recently that went over many mechanics that will help you fight against good players, so you can check that out if that's the issue. If your mechanics are good, then let's move on to the next step. Finding a good drop spot is one of the main aspects of hitting Unreal or doing good in any cash cup. You could be the greatest player alive, but if you have a horrible drop spot with no loot, you will probably get destroyed in-game. A good drop spot will be not too crowded, have enough loot for you, have enough recourses to farm, and finally, it should have some time of rotation. I will suggest some drop spots I think are good. It will cover different play styles, such as a rush play style, a more safe play style, and one on the middle where you want to get a decent amount of kills, but also play safe for the win. The first drop spot for the safe play style is called Research Rock. It has a maximum of 14 chest spawns, lots of slurp barrels to get you to full shield, and tons of floor loot where you can find big pots, minis, flowberry fizz, and much more. There is even a launch pad for you to rotate with, combined with flowberry fizz, and you can easily get to zone. Next, for the rush playstyle, you can land at a place called Ship It Station, popularized by Mongrel and Mr. Savage. Even though you will be rushing, you need a drop spot near the action where you can almost guarantee to survive, so you don't take a coin flip risk on a chest with someone at a crowded place. It is near the center of the map and has many rotates for you to get kills such as Nitrodome, Pleasant Piazza, and Grim Gate. It has a maximum of 11 chest spawns and more floor loot than you. Next, for the mix of safe and rush playstyle, you can land at Restored Reels. It doesn't have too many people that land there, so you will be safe to loot up. You will need to fight some people, but they mostly aren't that good. So you can get a couple of free kills at the start. It has a maximum of 22 chest spawns with some slurp barrels. Then after you are done looting, you are free to play how you like. If you want kills, you can rotate to Nitrodome or Grim Gate. If you want to play safe, you can play to rotate into zone. The next step to winning your games and hitting Unreal is your knowledge of zones and how to rotate. Where you sit in zone will be different to how your playstyle is. Firstly, for safe players, I recommend focusing on getting the forecast tower secured, as it lets you see the next zone. Now, after you have secured the forecast, you want to head over to zone without being seen by anybody, and you want to position yourself on the edge of zone somewhere you are hidden like a bush or building. While you can see the next zone, you will want to think of a rotate for the next zone, but on the edge. Use your map to look for buildings you can hide in or bushes, and you can use Nitro Splash or Flowberry Fizz to rotate. If you do not have the forecast secured, you need to just rotate late and do the same thing for finding somewhere to hide. Now let's move on to confident players. I recommend going to the center of the zone so that you have the highest chance of pulling the next zone or being close to it. There is a risk though, because this is what most players do as well. So for this style, you will need to be good at fighting and also have enough heals for yourself. I recommend making 2 boxes out of brick next to each other with a cone on the top to see through. This way you can see where everybody is, and you can think of a good rotate to make. For a mix of both, I recommend doing something in between both of what I just taught you. Don't go directly to the center, but stay close to it. And you can stay in a 1x2 box out of brick just like before. Now for the final part of the video, I will play a game of solo ranked and use the strategies I provided within the video, such as the drop spot and zone rotates. You can also learn from how I fight each opponent so you can improve your fighting as well. So for this game, I landed at Restored Reels, one of the drop spots I gave you guys. Only one other player landed with me, and I was easily able to get the kill with my good drop. After whiffing some shots on that kid, I decide to loot the rest of the place before I rush people. After I get mats and shield, I run around the outside of Nitrodome looking for people I can kill. I see visual footsteps on my screen and instantly turn around to fight the kid. I decide to play safe because I don't want to ruin the video. Please bear my aim. It was the first game of the day. After running around with this kid, I finally kill him. I see a kid running around like an absolute delinquent and get an easy frag on him. I see another kid hiding behind a rock and I put him away in an instant. Poor guy. I then go after a kid I sprayed. Bro thought I couldn't find him. I then box fire kid, but after I hear two other guys pulling up, I decide to pick a fight with someone else. Part of being a good player is knowing when to disengage. This lets me pick up another kill. I sneak up on another kid and get into one of my first build fights. Notice what I do to get height. Then, when I saw he had a floor above him with no walls surrounding, I instantly jump at the opportunity and jump off to take the wall. This gives me another kill. I fight another kid who's boxed up in full metal. Notice how when I see the cone is one tap, I don't waste time to spray and take it. This gives me a free kill. I got sprayed at, so I take time to box up with brick. Always box up with brick or metal when you have been tagged. I know that there is a kid somewhere here and I find him. After I kill him, another kid pulls up out of nowhere since I made him low before I one-pump him. I pull up on a kid, and after tagging him, he just disappears. After finding him, I kill him easily. I then find a kid hiding in a building and full destroy him easily. Also, if you're wondering why the kids in my lobby are so bad, it's probably because I was still in Diamond at the time. I didn't play ranked because of all the cars. Then after killing that kid, I hear someone below and pretty much destroy him while falling. I see the last kid in a box and he tries to run away. He tags me a bit, so I heal. Get the job done. So that's the end of the video, guys. Please like and subscribe and comment improvements and video ideas. More videos coming out soon, like clipping people and how to qualify for Solo Victory Cup.